Welcome to the OBF the Network, people. Make sure you guys like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel. Go to OBF the Real Cash App and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate it. Listen, man, I don't like keep having this conversation because it's irrelevant. And what I mean by irrelevant is that the level of disrespect that motherfuckers keep putting out there on Kobe Bryant is like, on one hand you acting like you're not disrespecting Kobe, but then you are. But y'all see the title of which need to be talked about. I'm not gonna be long on this, but let's get into it.
Sure.
Shout out all the ex-ESPNers, because now we got Bill Simmons saying some stuff. Tim Duncan over Kobe Bryant all time, and he thinks that it's actually outrageous when people do it the other way. Interesting, Chandler. Duncan over Kobe, yay, nay. Find it?
Yeah.
Hey, there we go.
Listen. Let me just say this too, so people understand that it is no disrespect to Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan Tim Duncan wasn't more skilled than Kobe. His accolades is not that much, or like Kobe, like his accolades is not better than Kobe's. Let's just be real. Like we're talking about, if you talk about accolades, Kobe got better accolades, right? Stats wise, Kobe is better. Championships, they equal on that. But at the end of the day, with like I said, it boils down to him and Tim, because they played in the era that where it was only really the Lakers and the Spurs really winning shit. And here and there, you get a team that's slicing here and there, especially from 99 to about the 2000. When was Kobe last title? Whoa, shit, the Spurs last title. It was, I think it was like 12 or 13. I could be wrong, but it could be that. But yeah. Hold on, people. I might have fucked this live up. Hold on, people. I might have fucked this live up. Give me a second. Yeah, I did. I fucked that live up. Give me a second. Oh, everybody in it. Oh, my bad. I thought I fucked the live up. My bad. But yeah. I think whenever Tim Duncan won his last championship, it was just like everybody else that was in between that. You had the Pistons, you had the Celtics. They won one. Miami won two. Right? The Pistons won one. So that's four. And I'm trying to think. Anybody else outside of in the Dallas Mavericks. So you had like maybe 5 teams in 5 years from 1999 or not say 2000 to shit. Maybe about what, 2012, 13? The Lakers and the Spurs was kind of dominating. The Lakers and the Spurs basically was dominating. It wasn't really nobody really like the only people that went back to back like that was fucking Miami and with LeBron in them and Miami. That was it. Other than that, nobody really was winning shit. And like I said, it wasn't like a whole bunch of fucking teams winning championships. Like, seriously, you had the Lakers and the Spurs. That was it. They was dominating for a long period of time. That's why I'm bringing in, I think 99, I'm bringing in 99 like that because I think Tim won his first championship before Kobe. That's why I said it's not a knock on fucking Tim Duncan, but he played with a Hall of Famer, a top 25 player, just like Kobe did, and he was second fiddle too. Nobody ever says that about Tim Duncan. Like, Tim Duncan was second fiddle to David Robinson. I don't know what the fuck y'all on. But, you know, it's no disrespect to Tim, but who the fuck are they writing over Kobe Bryant? That's crazy. That's blasphemous. Number one, Tim doesn't have the accolades to be fucking with Kobe. Other than championships. That's it. That's about it. Not saying that Tim wasn't a good defensive player or a good rebounder. I'm not saying that. But his accolades is not fucking with Kobe accolades. Tim Duncan was never scoring, was never won a scoring title. It was plenty of years Tim Duncan didn't lead his team in scoring. Everybody knew Tim was the leader. He was the general. But stat-wise, no. Like, let's just be real. The only thing that you may can give over Tim, I mean, because I got to look at it, because I don't think that Tim Duncan, out of that Shaq and Kobe era, I think Tim probably got 3 championships. No, he won more than that. That's not true. Because he won 1 with David Robinson. Yeah, Tim won more championships than Kobe did after the Shaq and Kobe era. But everybody knows that nobody ever considered Tim Duncan the best player in the league. Nobody. It is never. That's why I said the accolades, when you talk about who Kobe was and the accolades and how people perceive them to, it's not to downplay Tim, right? It's just to say nobody ever compared Tim Duncan on the same level as Michael Jordan. Nobody. Nobody even was talking about Tim Duncan as top 5. Nobody ever even talked about that other than me. I got Tim top 5. But he's not over Kobe. But we'll get more into that. Give me a second.
Controversial then?
I don't think it is. I think if you look up most of the rankings, I think most people have Tim Duncan ranked ahead of him. And again, it's all different. Like our rankings will change based on, you know, new age guys like
no. That is corny ass niggas. I'm trying to figure out how Chancellor Partler, whatever the fuck his name is, right? are you even in your right state of mind speaking on that Tim Duncan is better than Kobe Bryant? I don't give a fuck about their rankings or these local buffoon-ass rankings because they're not 100. Because if you ask former NBA players that's still alive, people that played with Kobe, and motherfuckers that didn't play with Kobe, that is this new age, they're picking Kobe Bryant over fucking, and you get all the players, they're picking Kobe Bryant over Tim Duncan. I don't even, like, outside of, like I get fans a little bit. That should be about, listen, when it comes to ranking these players, we should give the players at least 50% of their vote. Their vote matters. Then maybe 25% of our, as fans, our shit should matter. Shit, I even say 30. Right? Because I see that the bloggers, not the bloggers, but the motherfuckers like the Skip Bayless, them motherfuckers, they got a hand in the Hall of who they can put in the Hall of Fame, the journalists. They should get 20% of their vote should count. Because they're mad biased. They're more biased than the fucking fans. So, but that's how that should be. But I guarantee you, out of all those rankings that I just meant, with the players down to the fans, with 30% to 20%, with the fucking journalists, I guarantee you, Kobe Bryant is top 5. He's top 5 regardless. Even if you don't got him number 2, you don't got him number 3, you don't got him above LeBron. Nobody gonna have him above Jordan. I don't, and I'm the biggest Kobe Bryant fan. But let's get this very clear. Tim Duncan is not over Kobe Bryant. I don't know what the fuck y'all on. It was almost like blasphemy when Tracy McGrady was well, I could have got some rings if I played with Shaq. Nobody gives a fuck. Do y'all understand how blasphemy it was that Tracy McGrady even said, "Oh, if I had Shaq, I'd have did the same thing." No, you wouldn't, because first of all, you and Kobe Bryant didn't have the same work ethic. And imagine Kobe had the work ethic, and he pushed Shaq. You didn't even know. You admitted your damn self, Tracy McGrady, that you didn't know that you had to go an extra mile, the extra mile, until Kobe showed you how to train. Half of these niggas in the league learn from Kobe. All these former players talking all that shit now. Kobe outworked all them niggas. And that's what they mad about. They had all the skills. They had the opportunity, all the skills. They never lived up to their potential. You know why? Because they did not work as hard as Kobe Bryant. And niggas can't say, oh, well, niggas got hurt and all that shit. Kobe was always hurt. Especially in his later years. He was always hurt. Kobe, when he was young, he played. Only time Kobe did not play is when he broke something. He had to literally break something. Motherfucker broke I think he broke his right wrist or right arm or something like that. And the nigga was in the summer shooting left-handed, then learn how to shoot left-handed. I keep trying to tell y'all, man. These dudes was never on Kobe level. And even when all the careers is done, they're still not on his level. Listen, I always tell y'all, even when we talk about LeBron, right? The LeBron fans, respect that y'all believe that LeBron is better than Kobe. I get it, right? But the problem is with y'all, so biased, y'all don't realize is that Kobe only played with one true Hall of Famer that made him great, and that was Shaq. Everybody else was out of their prime. Kobe was the man, so none of these niggas really mattered. And he made Paul Gasol a Hall of Famer. It's nobody else. And the second nigga he played with as a Hall of Famer, he made a Hall of Famer. But let's just be real. I keep asking y'all this simple question. Other than maybe Anthony Davis, who's LeBron made a Hall of Famer? Because Dwayne Wade was already a Hall of Famer. He was going to be one. So come on now. Chris Bosh. Only reason, listen. Chris Bosh had numbers to be a Hall of Famer. He just got the chips. That was it. And I believe if Chris Bosh didn't have his sickness or whatever, he'd have put up mad crazy more numbers. His career would have lasted longer. But he had his sickness or whatever. And he had to retire. I get that. But before he even went to with Miami with LeBron and them, he already was putting up crazy ass numbers. He just didn't have the chip. That's it. And listen, to the LeBron James fans, I always want y'all to realize this and think about this. You put Kobe Bryant with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, you telling me that Kobe don't three-peat that bitch? He did it with Shaq. You telling me he couldn't do that with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh? Come on now. He almost did it with a motherfuckers that he made a Hall of Famer, Paul Gasol, and the rest of them role players. Because they was just role players. LeBron James was with two elite basketball players at that time in their prime, and he only won two? Fuck out of here, man. Y'all niggas crazy. Y'all niggas crazy. I'm gonna be very, very real about this. If it come down to motherfucker telling me if Kevin Love don't make the Hall of Fame, Tracy McGrady should not have made the Hall of Fame. We know Kyrie gonna get in there, but if motherfucking Kevin Love don't get into the Hall of Fame, hey man, this shit rigged. I already believe the Hall of Fame, as far as the NBA shit, is already rigged. But you're telling me that Kevin Love is not a Hall of Famer? If Tracy McGrady is, so is he. This nigga was a walking double-double before he even went over there in my Cleveland with LeBron. And LeBron recruited him. Just like they recruited Chris Bosh. Motherfucking Kevin Love was like that. He was Chris Bosh type motherfucker. So if Chris Bosh made it, McGrady made it, God damn it, Kevin Love gonna be a Hall of Famer. And if he doesn't, and nobody puts him in there, man, we got a motherfucking problem, Houston. And listen, I want people to understand this. It's not to disrespect Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan is the greatest power forward ever. I always tell people that. He is the greatest power forward. But he ain't Kobe. He ain't Kobe. He was never Kobe when they was Tim was Tim, man. Don't get that shit twisted. Tim was Tim. But he was not Kobe Bryant. Sorry. He was not. They may have the same championships, but the accolades are different. The impact of those two is very different when it comes to the NBA. Kobe Bryant impact in the NBA and NBA history is way different from Tim Duncan. They called Tim Duncan the big fundamental for a reason. His skills was average. It was basic. And there's no disrespect to him because that worked for him and he gave niggas the blues. Not saying he had no skills, but his skills was basic. But he wasn't Kobe. And people gotta understand. And this is the other thing that people gotta understand too. This is why Kobe is always gonna be above. One of the main reasons why Kobe is gonna be above Tim Duncan. Nobody. When Tim Duncan, just think about this. And it's not to disrespect him, but facts are facts. When Tim Duncan had his retirement tour for his year, nobody gave a fuck. But when Kobe did his shit and announced that he was retired, his shit was bigger because he was box office. Tim Duncan was never box office. Let's be 100. And if you don't want to take that in consideration, then you don't know nothing about basketball. Kobe Bryant was box office. Tim Duncan was not box office. He was not. Tim played the game the right way, respect that, and he had his impact. He had his accolades, but he was never Kobe. He was never on Kobe Bryant's level. Motherfuckers all of a sudden started talking about, oh, well, Tim got the same rings that Kobe got, and they came in the same era. No. Kobe was already somebody before he even got in the NBA. Nobody knew who the fuck Tim Duncan was until he won his championship with David Robinson off of it was a year they had a half a season or some shit, a lockout. That's it. And through the years, Tim got his respect there and there, but nobody wanted to go see Tim Duncan play basketball. Let's be real. You talking about, and it's not to disrespect Tim, but you talking about a nigga Tim is local to his fan base in the city that he played. Kobe was iconic. Kobe was, universal. Nobody was talking about Tim Duncan in China, nigga. Or any of these other fucking countries. Nobody was talking about Tim. Like, let's be real. Hey, stop it. We not doing this shit. They're trying to disrespect Kobe Bryant. he dead, bro. When he was alive, nobody was talking none of this gangster shit. Because you know why? Because if Kobe was alive, he'd check all them niggas. You know what Kobe would say? I bust all y'all niggas' ass. Who are y'all to speak on me? It's like the same thing with Mike. Right? It's like former players that Mike played with. And niggas start talking that dumb shit about Michael Jordan. He wasn't like that. The level of disrespect that I'm seeing that niggas that get Kobe is niggas that played in when he played. They played against Kobe Bryant. You got Mike. We give you that. When Kobe was Kobe, you say whatever you want to say about LeBron. LeBron wasn't Kobe. He was never Kobe. He still ain't Kobe. We need to stop this shit of these niggas all of a sudden disrespecting Kobe Bryant the way they do. You gotta stop it.
Are going to be ranked up high on certain rankings, but when it comes down to Kobe and Tim Duncan.
Oh shit, my bad, people. God damn it. Give me a second. God damn, I thought I had it. Oh. Give me 1 second, y'all. Eating that shit like that. That shit is ridiculous, man. Like I said, when that shit is gone, it's gone. Oh, that nigga anger the shit out of me because he be on that bullshit. Alright, people, I'm back. Hold on, let me see if I got it. Sound back.
Our rankings with
There we go. Oh, shit.
Left channel, right channel.
All right, there we go. And do the back of it. Shout out to my brother Game in the building. What up, Game? Shout out to my brother Bro Bell in the building. Shout out to Dexter in the building. Say he got Kobe third. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He said he got Kobe second, Tim third, Magic fourth, Shaq fifth. I don't even got Shaq in my top five. Shaq ain't better than motherfucking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I'm sorry, Des. He not better than motherfucking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The accolades, first of all, the accolades of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is crazy. You get what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy. Listen, I always tell people this. My top five is this. You gotta have five to be in my top five. Shaq don't even got five. So Shaq ain't even in my top five. Him or LeBron. They can't be in my top five. They run like 6 or 7. They can fight for 6 or 7. But they're not in my top five. At all. LeBron or Shaq. Give a fuck how dominant and how great they was and how they longevity and how much accolades they got. Because I always say, I don't care what nobody say. I love LeBron James as a person, but as a player, he a fucking stat packer. So, and that's part of why the game fucked up. Because he did a lot of bullshit he did back in the day. But anyway, that's a whole nother discussion. But my top 5 is Jordan, Kobe, Magic, Kareem, and Tim. I got Tim top 5. Greatest power forward ever. The greatest center ever is fucking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It's not Shaq. Shaq's the most dominant, but he's not the greatest center. And Magic is the greatest point guard ever. So, and like I said, I got Kobe second because he's closer to the greatest basketball player ever. When you talk about the greatest, it's Michael. I don't even know why people even mention LeBron James as the greatest basketball player. He's not. He's just he got all the accolades. That's it. Everybody know that LeBron James is not better than Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan. People only saying that shit is because of the simple fact of all the accolades he got, all the stat packing he did. And it's not a takeaway away from LeBron James' greatness, but he's just not better than Michael Jordan. He's not better. And the second person that came better, closer to the best basketball player ever is Kobe Bryant. So LeBron ain't even on that level. LeBron James fans, they only consider him to be on that level or greater than Michael and Kobe or whoever in that top 5 or the best player of all time is because of all his accolades. And he's a stat packer. That's why you see Russell Westbrook and fucking James Harden. That's who LeBron would be if he didn't have no chips. Let's just be real. Nobody, listen. They was having a debate. I forgot what show it was. They were talking about motherfucking James Harden. His accolades is crazy, and all that. And the one dude, I forgot the dude's name. He was a former basketball. They were former basketball players, but the one dude, Raymond Felton, I think that's the name. He said, "Hold on, niggas talking about he was better. James Harden was better than AI. You smoking crack." First of all, nigga, the one thing that you had to understand that James Harden didn't never make a defensive team. James Harden never was the leading still player in the game. He like niggas played both sides of the ball back in the day. You can say what you want to say about AI, ball hog, whatever, but he played defense, and he was a very good help defender. James Harden did none of that. All he did was score. And the bad part about it, Kobe Bryant warned you niggas about niggas like James Harden to what's happening to with the game, what you see now. These niggas don't play no defense. That's why you can see Nokish and all them niggas just go off the way they go off and be getting triple doubles and shit. Nobody's playing defense. Nobody's boxing out. Nobody's grabbing rebounds, defensive rebounds. Nobody's doing none of that shit. Nobody's playing defense. And the defensive players that you see, that you talking about defense, look, what's the dude from Minnesota? I forgot his name. Big, tall, slinky nigga. Niggas don't even respect him because they don't think he a good defender. Defensive player. And the bad part about it, he probably will be Mutombo in this time right now. But ain't no perimeter defensive players like that no more. That's why niggas are scoring crazy. Nobody's playing fucking defense. So niggas dropping 25. Niggas that you don't even know that's like that. They ain't even known from high school and college and shit. And they can come in the league, they third, fourth round picks and come around and drop 30. Of course they could. So in this league, nobody plays defense. I'm going to be very, very real about this. Maybe only Luka. And this is a maybe. Because he reminded me of Larry Bird. Larry Bird wasn't fast, but he was skilled. And Luka's skilled. Only Luka probably could have played back in the day, even in Kobe and Mike and them are. Because these niggas don't play D, and they're not. And listen, it doesn't matter how skilled you are. If a nigga can lock you down, it don't matter how skilled you are. You're not scoring all these type of points. You think Michael Jordan was playing in a league where nobody was defending him? Nigga, he played in an era where niggas could touch him. Defensive players was like that. Same with Kobe. But Kobe was warning niggas as time went on. It was like, yo, these niggas ain't like that. Everybody listen. Them niggas that we don't appreciate that play D, like the Rasha Bells, the motherfucking what's the corny nigga name? I forgot his name, but he was a good defensive player. Forgot his Shane Battier. Like dudes like that, Terry Allen, like these niggas was like that. They was elite defenders, and they might not have got all the shine they supposed to, but they was good defensive players. You can't name good help defensive players right now in the league. You can't name them. I don't even know how niggas is even on the defensive player list. For his first team and second team, anyway, let's move on.
Will change based on, new age guys like Bill, Kareem, and Wilt are going to be ranked up high on certain rankings. But when it comes down to Kobe and Tim Duncan, I think Tim Duncan is ranked ahead of him. And most people...
Anybody disagree?
Why? See, you can say that shit, but my question would be, why? Why is that? Why? Because we know iconically wise, Kobe was bigger. We know when you talk about box office, we know he was bigger. When we talk about accolades, we know Kobe had more. Championships is equal. How is Tim Duncan better than Kobe Bryant? How? They shouldn't even be mentioned in the same breath. To be very honest about it. Because accolades wise, Kobe is bigger. I mean, Kobe has more accolades. Facts. Fuck are we talking about? And then like I told you, it's like that AI effect. Everybody is not global. Everybody doesn't have the impact. That's why, listen, I keep telling y'all, I love Kevin Durant. I think Kevin Durant is probably the most skilled out of LeBron and Steph. He's probably more skilled than them. Right? Accolades wise, you probably maybe give that to LeBron. But iconic, as big, is Steph Curry. Steph Curry is bigger than both of them niggas. He's bigger than both of them. These are facts. We ain't got to sit here and it's nothing to debate about. This nigga changed the game. LeBron didn't never change the game. He just stat packed. I told you he got the stats. And to mind you, Steph got stats too. It ain't LeBron. But he changed the game, and LeBron ain't changed the game. He did not change the game. Out of all three of those dudes, LeBron James is the less skilled basketball player out of those three dudes. Is for skills, it is Kevin, then it's Steph, and then it's LeBron. LeBron is last. People don't want to be honest. Oh, hey, got to be skilled enough to get these points. No, you don't. Look at LeBron James' game, dude. Listen. To all you young ass motherfuckers and some of you LeBron James motherfucking dick riders, listen. I've been watching Kobe Bryant from the time he was in high school. And I watched LeBron James when he was in high school. Kevin Durant, all of them. Steph Curry, all of them. Well, I ain't gonna say Steph. I say Steph was more college for me when he had his buzz. But I've been watching motherfucking Kevin Durant. All of them niggas, I'm telling you, LeBron James is last on that list. Far as skills, he doesn't have the skills that none of those guys, Kobe, Kevin, or Steph has. He's not on that level. The only thing LeBron James developed through the years and he got better at was shooting the three. Because I think he didn't have no fucking choice because the game switched to everybody shooting the three. Kobe would murder these niggas right now. That's why if you really look at Kevin Durant, he be killing these niggas. And imagine Kevin Durant in his prime. When he was in his prime. And right now in this era, he would kill these niggas. He would kill them. And he's still averaging 20-something a game. So he's still doing better than these niggas. A lot of these niggas they doing. They more athletic. They shoot threes better. But they're not more skilled than him. And the only reason that they're just more athletic than him is because he's older. But you put Kevin Durant in his prime, in this era, he will fucking kill these niggas. You look at Shea Alexander. You look at him. He just reminds me of a mixture between KD and Kobe in his later years. That's who he remind me of. But I still believe that Kobe was more athletic than Shea. So he wasn't as athletic as Kobe. Kobe was way more athletic than him. And it was like, well, Kenny, he is 2 inches shorter. Don't mean shit. Because nobody would ever say that motherfucking Kobe Bryant was more athletic than motherfucking Allen Iverson. And he was a lot of motherfucking lot shorter than him. We all know AI was more athletic than Kobe Bryant. So stop it. That's what I'm saying. Like, But I'm just telling you, these niggas could not. A lot of these dudes could not fuck with Kobe and his They couldn't. Brandon Tatum. I'm sorry, Brandon Tatum. Jason Tatum is not. He is a Paul Pierce motherfucker. That's who he remind me of. He don't remind me of Kobe. He remind me of Paul Pierce. Big and slow, with skills though. Because you can say whatever you want to say about Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce had skills. For him to be as slow as he was, he had skills. But you notice, everybody is disrespecting the greatest that ever played the game. They disrespect Mike. They disrespect Kobe. They disrespect those guys. And the bad part about it, they don't realize that a lot of these guys that they disrespected, they couldn't fuck with anyway. Especially not in their prime. Do you notice that Paul Pierce never disrespect Kobe? Because he played Kobe in his prime. But he had disrespect Michael Jordan because he ain't never really played Mike in his prime. He didn't play Mike in his prime. So he don't know. But everybody know Mike in his prime would have bust a lot of these young niggas ass and niggas that in Kobe era. He'd have bust their ass. That's why he the GOAT. But let's move on.
Oh, Blue's doing something over there. What are we doing?
We gotta stop trying Kobe. No, we're not trying Kobe. We're not trying.
No,
we're not trying Tim Duncan.
No, hold on. Slow down, Chandler, before you jump on me.
Damn.
It's too many conversations around Kobe's legacy these days for my liking. Like, we know who Kobe Bryant was, and this has nothing to do with Tim Duncan. I'm going on a soapbox.
Oh, here we go.
It has nothing to do with Tim Duncan. We got to stop trying Kobe's legacy, comparing him to this person, comparing him to that person. When that man was alive and well, none of this was a conversation. His legacy wasn't confused.
And these are facts. These are facts. And let me just say this too. It's no different from when Pac died. Like the level of disrespecting, people be like disrespecting Pac now. It's like, nigga, what? When that nigga was alive, it wasn't all that shit. But now that he did, niggas be like, oh, Pac ain't this and Pac ain't the great. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. We all know who Pac was. And we know Pac was still alive. You niggas couldn't fuck with him. You know that. And I don't know why you niggas trying to play like that. There was only one nigga that they was saying that could fuck with him, and that was Big. But we know that Big couldn't fuck with Pac. Let's be real. All the old school rappers, all that shit, none of them niggas would ever fuck with Pac. They wouldn't talk shit. So listen, you talking about Pac when he was with Death Row. When he was at his peak. Nobody was fucking with Pac. Everybody know that. Everybody know that. Everybody know that. Everybody know that. All these other niggas, all brand niggas, even the Jay-Z's, nigga, who Jay-Z is, Pac wouldn't be that. Pac was a moral nigga. Pac was about our people. He wasn't on that fuck shit that Jay-Z was on. He wouldn't have did. Pac would not ever at his core would ever turn his back on somebody like Colin Kaepernick and side with the oppressors in that way, right? He would never do that, but Jay-Z did. So nigga, don't mention. It's bigger than just a nigga can rap. And it's like I always tell people, like even when you talk about basketball, it's bigger than just playing the game of basketball. What is these niggas' impact? Yeah. LeBron James he's worth $1 billion. You act like Kobe Bryant ain't worth $1 billion. He worth $1 billion. Especially now that he dead. But before he died, nigga, he was worth close to $1 billion. What are you talking about? And you talking about iconic status. Nobody knew who the fuck. I ain't gonna say they didn't know. Nobody gave a fuck about anybody else on that US team. Kobe was the biggest. They all admitted that shit. LeBron, Dwayne Wade, Melo, all of them did. They all admit that when Kobe went over that bitch, it was when Kobe stepped in rooms and he moved, it was different. They didn't have the same impact. My thing to you, LeBron James fans, and anybody else, y'all need to stop pretending that your guy have the impact like that. They doesn't. LeBron don't have no impact. He has an American maybe impact, but other than that, outside of America, no, LeBron don't have an impact like that. He does not. How much you want to bet that Kobe Bryant is dead and he still has a bigger impact in China than LeBron does? He's still recognizable. And it made him even bigger because he passed away. And that's the same thing with Pop. Like, you niggas keep forgetting that. Listen, let me explain something to y'all. And there's no disrespect, and don't wish this on nobody. Wish death on nobody. If LeBron James passed the day tomorrow, nobody would care like that. We'll get over it real quick. That's being real. Kobe Bryant is still beloved to this day. Because I believe Kobe knew how to play both sides. I ain't gonna say play both sides. I think he knew when to step in and speak on his people's shit, and he knew when not to. Right? So he didn't do the Jordan, not say nothing. He didn't just always, every time LeBron speak up and do some shit, he's like, oh, nah, nigga, hold on, I may not have to get into that. That's what make Kobe as big as he is. He's iconic. When you talk about certain niggas that's iconic, you're talking about the Michaels. And I'm talking about even Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is iconic. But he's not Kobe, though. The black community only respect Michael Jordan because of his shoes. We don't respect Michael outside of that. Let me put y'all on game. Right? So you know I ain't bullshitting you. I don't wear Jordans. I never buy Jordans. Because I believe Michael Jordan is a fucking sellout. Still to this day. But I would never deny and say that Michael Jordan ain't the greatest basketball player ever. I understand. I can separate it. But Michael ain't. I never wear a pair of Michael Jordans. Michael Jordan ain't never spoke up for our community. Ever. Nigga told me Republic. See, I go back in the 90s. That nigga said that, hey, Republicans buy shoes too. So what he meant by that is racists buy my shoes too. And that was enough for him. Ah, shit. That was enough for him. Michael Jordan was never about our people. Michael Jordan always been about himself. That's why I always tell motherfuckers, like, that's why Kobe Bryant is my favorite basketball player. I watch Jordan play. I know he great. I know he better than Kobe. He's not more skilled than Kobe, but he's better. Right? And Mike Jordan admit that. He said, only nigga that probably could beat me is Kobe because he stole all my moves. But what he meant by that is Kobe more skilled than him. He took your moves and made it better. He's more skilled. That's what Michael was saying. But fuck Michael Jordan, man. I told y'all I like LeBron James better than, as a person and sticking up for black people shit than Kobe or Michael. I fuck with LeBron on our black power in our movement as black people. I fuck with them more than those two niggas. No disrespect to Cole, but I'm just saying, Cole played defense and a lot of shit. But not LeBron. He doesn't play defense. He rides with us. But as a basketball player, no. He's not better than Kobe and he's not better than Michael. Sorry. And I know how to separate that shit. I know who's better. I watched all their careers. I watched Michael since the 90s. Can't say the 80s. I was born in the 80s. And I wasn't into basketball like that. But in the 90s I was. But I did research on Michael, watched him in the 80s. Mike was like that. Mike was better than Jordan and Kobe when he was like a rookie in camp. He was better than those niggas. He was better than them. And like I said, Mike is iconic. Mike got shoes and he ain't played basketball in 20-something years. 30 years down there. And niggas still buy shoes. Ain't nobody buying LeBron James shoes when he retired. That a couple of years later. No, I'm not going to say that. Maybe they will. But come on, man. Listen, you ain't got to be a Michael Jordan. You think you could be a LeBron James fan and think that LeBron James is better than Kobe. I mean, LeBron James is better than Michael. You still gonna get them Michael Jordans because they iconic. LeBron don't have that. Sorry. And that matters. Talking about change the game. Ain't nobody has ever came close, especially in the shoe game, has came close to Michael. Nobody. Not Kobe, not Shaq, not LeBron, not nobody. Let's move on.
Who he was, his iconic status, his star status, none of those things were questioned or confused. It was either he was one, he was either two, he was either three. The end. It wasn't about Tracy McGrady. It wasn't about Tim Duncan. It wasn't about
Facts.
any of these people. So now all of a sudden that door is open because there's nobody to defend him but his fans and us. So I'm going to step up and say, let's stop this with Kobe. Leave him alone. Leave it alone. Allow him to.
Wait, so
be-
he's better than Tim Duncan?
I think so.
Well, there it is.
What conversation have we had? What conversation have we had that Kobe Bryant hasn't? It hasn't been LeBron, Michael
Well,
Jordan.
you know what? You know why the defense of that is? Because nobody ever gives Tim Duncan the proper amount of respect.
That's a
that we have
different
in common.
conversation. We can give Tim Duncan all the respect and love in the world without bringing Kobe Bryant.
Time
into it.
out. And that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Nobody has ever brung, I'm not saying nobody, but in real reality, nobody is talking about Tim Duncan better than Kobe Bryant. I remember the first time I heard it. And the first person I heard that brung that up was Skip Bayless. And he's a big Tim Duncan fan. And he brung it up. And even when he said it, it's a conversation, but he know Kobe Bryant is better. But at the same time, Skip is still even biased. Because in his top 10, he has fucking Tim Duncan over Kobe Bryant, which is blasphemy. I don't understand that shit. Do you understand that Tim Duncan has never been mentioned in a scoring title? I could be wrong. I want to look this up real quick. Hold on. Give me a second, because I could be wrong before I say it. But I'm probably right. But I could be wrong. Did Tim Duncan win an MVP?
According to NBA, Tim Duncan career accomplishments, the 1998 Rookie of the Year was named NBA MVP twice and NBA Finals MVP 3 times.
So Tim Duncan won it, the Rookie MVP, and the Rookie Year MVP, and was named NBA twice in 2002 and 2003, and Finals MVP 3 times. Right. So his accolades is crazy. Right? Now, that's his stats. His stats is crazy. You think about it. He won Rookie MVP in 1998. You know Kobe was in the league in 1996. That's what I need y'all to understand. Right? So And he won finals. He won, hold up, NBA MVP twice in 2002 and 2003. And that's around when Shaq and Kobe was the guys. That's why I said I don't want to disrespect Tim, because Tim got accolades. But hold on. Let me do something real quick. What is Kobe Bryant accolades? All right, so we got Kobe, 5-time NBA champion, the 2008 NBA most valuable player, which he should have won more than that, MVP basically, MVP award, and 18 NBA All-Star selection. 20 years with the Lakers, blah, blah. Hold on. Let me do this. Because this is what I do want to know. How many scoring titles do Tim Duncan and come on now. How many scoring titles that Tim Duncan and Kobe Bryant has?
According to Facebook, 2000 to 2010 rings, Kobe 5, Duncan 3 MVPs, Kobe 1, Duncan 2 FMVPs, Kobe 2, Duncan 2 Def First Teams, Kobe 8, Duncan 7 All-NBA First Teams, Kobe 10, Duncan 7 scoring titles, Kobe 2, Duncan 0 All-Stars, Kobe 11, Duncan 11 points, Kobe 21,065, Duncan 16,431 gold medals, Kobe 2, Duncan 0 Yeah easily Kobe era tears of joy.
See, this is what I'm saying. I believe Kobe has the best, his resume is better. All right, they got rings here. They got 5 and 5. MVPs, they got 1 for Kobe, 2 for Tim. Finals MVP, they both tied. Defensive first team, Kobe got 8, Tim got 7. And mind you, in that era of defense, right? The big man was big like that, and they definitely could get that shit. For a guard, no, you don't really get that like that. You had to really be on an elite level to be on the all defensive first team. So Kobe got more of the first team shit. NBA All Stars, all NBA first team. Kobe got 10. Tim got 7. Scoring titles, Kobe got 2. Tim got 0. All-Stars, they equal 11. Points, Kobe got 21,000. Tim got 16,000. Gold medal wins, Kobe got 2, Tim got 0. And listen, and the accolades probably go even more and more with that. I'm just telling you that Kobe's status, his stats are better than fucking Tim Duncan. And I think people who hold over Kobe is the MVPs. But we know it's years that niggas that ain't supposed, Steve Nash ain't supposed to win no fucking MVPs over fucking Kobe Bryant. We all know that. Give me a second, y'all. All right, people, I'm back. Yeah, I need to take my ass to bed though, because I gotta get up for work. Y'all know I had one day off in the last 2 weeks. I already start. It's like my week starting again and shit. But like I said, hopefully that money look good. I see that fucking check the mom be like, all right, I'm good. But I'm going on vacation too, so it's another thing. That's why y'all see me doing lives and shit no more. Because I'll be working too much. And I have shit around the house to do. But anyway. Yeah, but I'm telling y'all, the accolades is not the same. Like, Kobe is always going to be above Tim. Excuse me. He's right there. There's no disrespect to Tim. His accolades is right there. But I think people try to equal it out because of the championships. And maybe the MVP, shit. But we all know that Kobe probably won about at least 3 to 4 fucking MVPs. League MVPs. We all know that. But we know it makes up for, I always tell people, it makes up for that of how many scoring titles he had. Because them scoring titles tell you everything as well. Because usually people that has the scoring title usually wins the MVP. They usually do. It's about maybe around like 50%. They usually, or a little 60%, something like 50 or 60%. They usually wind up winning the scoring title. I mean, if they win the scoring title, they usually wind up winning MVP. Let's just be real. That's around like 50, 60%. But it is what it's back in the day. I'm not talking about now. But anyway, let's move on.
That conversation.
But if we're doing a list of the best of all time, then
And Kobe Bryant, on 99.8% of all of those lists, Kobe Bryant is in the top 3 of all of them.
But my point is that those lists are wrong.
If you look at the rankings of NBA players, he's not top 3 of most of the rankings. Just Google top 3.
I'm gonna Google it. We, for a fact.
I don't give a damn about your fucking Google and your rankings. Listen, I always keep telling everybody, and I said this before. If we do a ranking of who the greatest basketball players of all time, Kobe Bryant, I told you 50% will go to the players regardless if they old or new. Kobe is going to, with that, and then I said 30% with the fans. The other 20 will be with the media. I guarantee you Kobe Bryant is going to be least in the top 5. He's not going to be in the lower of the top 5s. And he damn sure ain't going to be outside of the top 10. That's bullshit. Blasphemy. Everybody knows that. But anyway, let's move on. But Paulson Chandler, you was he even good? He was alright. But was he good? He was alright, but he wasn't good. You ain't played long enough to speak on Kobe Bryant. That's my thing. Like these dudes, some of these dudes was not even good in the NBA to be even speaking on somebody like Kobe Bryant. Because Kobe Bryant gave you the business. Chandler Paula, we know that. He gave you the business. He fucked you up. We know that. The coach told you, stop, don't talk to Kobe. You said the story. Fuck out of here, bro. He gave y'all the business. He gave you the business. Let's move on.
3 basketball players sitting up here. Which one of us is not going to have Kobe Bryant in our top 3?
Me.
That's it. Me.
Top 3.
Top 3? So you're in
I love him.
So you're in that point 2 I just talked about.
I think you're number
He said he don't have Kobe in the top 3. And then you heard Lou Williams say, well, you that 0 point motherfucker that we talking about that wasn't that good in basketball like that. Yeah, you made it to the NBA, but that don't mean that you was good. That mean you was alright to make it, but that don't mean you was good. Look at Bronny James. Don't disrespect LeBron James. I try to disrespect Bronny James. Bronny James, we don't know how good he can be or if he good enough or whatever because his dad in the league and he got that, whatever. But, and it's almost like he just there because, his dad, he wanted to play with his dad. But, and that could fuck his career up. But that's a whole nother story. But, Chan Parcel, whatever the fuck your name is, you wasn't good. You was alright, but you wasn't good. You wasn't a good player. Nigga, you are in the realm of shit. I don't even think you first of all, you ain't even around of Brandon Roy. Because Brandon Roy was better than you. Way better than you. You in the realm of, can we be right honest about this? Listen, nigga, you in the realm of shit. Fuck. You know what? I can't even say that because I don't want to disrespect Kwame Brown like that. Like, Chan Foster, like, you are nobody in the league. Nobody remembers you. Nobody remembers you. The only reason I even know of you is because of, or remember you, I'll say this. It's because you was on Matt Barnes and Stephen Jack podcast, and you said some good shit about Cool, how he looked out for you. That's the only reason I remember you. But other than that, nigga, nobody knows who the fuck you are, bro. And listen, you saved your money good. I get that, respect that. But as a basketball player, you alright, but you ain't alright enough to be speaking on motherfuckers that's above your pay grade, which is Kobe Bryant. He is 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, 40 times, 50 times above you should be even talking about in a certain type of demeanor. You're not on that level, bro. Every time Chandler Parsons played Kobe Bryant, he bust his ass. Facts. And if he lied about it and say no, he didn't, he a liar. Kobe Bryant bust his ass. Chandler Parsons didn't even play long enough to be even speaking on other players. It's like, no disrespect, right? It's like Steve Francis. Love Steve Francis. Steve Francis had a way more impact in the game than Chandler Parsons. So he might be better off speaking on Kobe. I give him that. But to a certain extent. Right? But he could speak on Kobe Bryant. There's certain dudes that when they was in their primes and they was doing what they was doing, even the Gilbert Arenas. I get in Gilbert Arenas' ass, but he probably have a much more of a say of talking about Kobe than a fucking Chandler Parsons. Nigga, you was never elite. Nobody looked at you. You was never elite. Ever. My dude, you was never that. Shit, Lou Williams is more known. He was more known as a six man coming off the bench, and we know him more than we know you. So when Lou check you, come on, bro. Stop. You ain't like that. Excuse me. This is what I'm talking about, these dudes. They need to stop talking about our guys, man. They need to stop talking. Let's move on.
Your numbers are way off here. I think if you look at your rankings.
I'll have to
15
have
seconds. Tim Duncan Kobe. Who's higher?
Oh, y'all done already? I want to keep going.
No, I'm curious.
Tim Duncan or Kobe? We can keep going. Tim Duncan or Kobe? See you tomorrow. Excellent. So you heard what Lou Williams had to say.
Now, let me see. DeMarcus Cousins was on that panel too. And I don't think Michelle Beater was trying to disrespect Kobe. She was trying to say, it's not disrespecting Tim. It's not disrespecting Tim. Tim is a Hall of Famer. He's one of the greats. He's the greatest power forward ever. Nobody's taking away nothing from Tim. Tim is top 5. Greatest basketball players ever to me. So I'll never disrespect Tim in that way. But he ain't better than Kobe Bryant. He's not. If I thought that he was better than Kobe Bryant, I would say he's better than Kobe Bryant. Listen, I got Kobe over Magic. I got him over Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And they are greats. And they got accolades, they got stats. They got everything. They not better than Kobe Bryant. They was never, listen. Kobe Bryant was the most skilled basketball player in history. Nobody was more skilled than him. Nobody. The only person that come close to that was more skilled than him, was Kareem Hakeem the Dream. That's it. Nobody else. Kobe Bryant is the most skilled basketball player ever. Watch these niggas play. They ain't skilled. These niggas work on moves. That's not skills. You gotta, those skills, those moves that you working on, those moves gotta make you get those points. Like you gotta get points off of those. Them niggas, They'd be taking step backs, and you'd be like, yo, what the fuck is they doing, bro? You ain't got to take no step back on that. These niggas ain't even playing no D. Niggas don't play no defense. What the fuck you gotta take step backs for? They don't play no D. You can just roll around. I guarantee with the skills that Kobe Bryant had, he would kill these niggas right now. He would kill them because that's what you gotta take a step back for. He told you about James Harden. James Harden made that Euro, that shit. And Kobe learned a lot of his skills overseas. He was telling you. That shit was fucking the game up. And it was going to fuck the game up. Kobe told niggas this years ago. That James Harden is not as great as y'all think he is. Because he's scoring, he's doing what he's doing. It changed the rules for the nigga. To score the way he do. Now, all the rules the same. Everybody doing the same shit he's doing. Is James Harden better? He done got old. A little bit, right? Is he doing what they do? You look at James Harden right now. He's just basic. When Kobe Bryant was older and he was in his prime, he was elite. Look all these niggas now. James Harden's all of them. They're not elite. Ain't nobody saying James Harden top 5. None of that shit. Only time you didn't talk about Kobe was in his last year or two. For 18 years, Kobe was elite. These are facts. These are facts. Listen, when you even talk about LeBron ain't elite. LeBron takes second fiddle now, playing all these years he played. Luka is that dude on the Lakers. You think that would have happened with Kobe? If Kobe was still healthy? Fuck no. Kobe would have been, he played with Luka, he would have been still that dude if he could still get busy like that. Now he would have deferred to him in certain ways, but Kobe would have been that dude. Just think about that shit. Kobe was not elite for his first 2 years getting in the NBA and his last 2. So you talking about 14 years of this dude was being elite. Come on, man. My whole point is this. I don't want to keep having this conversation about Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant is the second greatest basketball player that ever walked the face of this fucking earth. These are facts. You can sit there, you young niggas can not know about Kobe. That's your ignorance. You need to research, motherfucker. Research. You got the internet, research. I know you love LeBron. Excuse me, you can be biased. That's your fault of being biased. I'm not biased about Kobe. I watched Michael Jordan play in the 90s. I watched Kobe Bryant play his whole entire career. I watched LeBron James play his whole entire career. Even his 20-something seasons, I'm watching him. He's not better than Michael Jordan. He's not better than Kobe Bryant. He just got the stats. That's it. He's a stat packer. He He did not do anything that kind of changed the game. Fucking Steph Curry changed the game way more than LeBron did. Steph Curry has a lot more impact in the game of basketball than LeBron does. Shit, Steph Curry, and like I told you, I'm not biased. Steph Curry he is second to Michael Jordan as far as impact in basketball of changing the game. Shit, you put Shaq there at 3. Mother's like, oh, you a Kobe Bryant? Nigga, no, these niggas changed the game. AI is 4. Like, you motherfuckers are tripping. I'm not biased about Kobe. I'm telling you that these niggas wasn't better than Kobe. But impact-wise, yes. This nigga's is bigger than Kobe, yes. Hell yeah. Michael was always impactful, bigger. Steph, what he has done, yes, bigger. Shaq, yes. Impact-wise, yes. Shaq was bigger. And then you throw AI in there at 4. That's a toss-up between him and Kobe, but I will put AI over Kobe. Impact-wise. Shit, people I put AI over Shaq. And Steph Curry. But for me, no. I believe Steph Curry changed the game. He changed how these niggas play. So, it's a difference. So, you know. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, leave comments, hit that like button, support your boys, your boy Mr. OBI. Peace and love to the world.